All right, this is Robert Forsch with the YouTube channel Truth. I'm out here at the Cherry Grove Fishing Pier right now. Good to see y'all, who's ever there. And I wanted to go ahead and show you what this looks like here. As I'm driving around, I've got the surfboard on the top of the car now for whenever I want to go out there and surf the Atlantic Ocean. And I wanted to talk about artificial intelligence and the existential threat it actually is to humanity. This is very beautiful out here, and I'm going to convert this video to a YouTube video eventually, like when I get home. But what I wanted to do is kind of update some of my friends and family around the world on some of the challenges that I see that we have with artificial intelligence and relationships that we have. Last night I had a dream that was kind of interesting, and it was related to AI, and it had to do with Pac-Man. Many of you maybe remember the Pac-Man game where it gobbles up the little dots or whatever. Well, anyway, artificial intelligence is like gobbling up people's people's attention, people's focus, careers, retirement, investments. Artificial intelligence is, kind of like the Terminator. It needs energy to operate. We'll give it plenty of energy, plenty of information, massive data in, and then massive changes in humanity. So we've got computer hardware, software, and then we've got wetware. Many of you haven't heard what wetware is. It's the humanity. Look at all the mind-controlled people that are believing a lie, whatever that lie is. The intellectual high ground in a search or in a discussion, I believe, is the truth. The truth about whatever you want to know about, whatever you're considering. So what I like to have all of us consider, is it true? Whatever it is that you want to know about, what you believe, a thought that maybe you have. Oh, I'm a loser, I'll never be successful, blah, blah, blah. All that kind of self-condemnation. And then when start telling the truth about uncomfortable realities, well, a lot of times that can gain epic proportions because people around don't want to have their little view of life shattered. Oh, well. What I have is a research library that I'm not afraid to live, die, tell the truth, or share my research library. Somebody was not happy that I put my research library once again in a post that they tagged me on. And I'm not going to wait around and applaud everybody for their comment, their meme, their whatever. Typically, I'm interacting with people face to face as well. I didn't unfriend them, didn't delete my comment. I just left it there, but I private messaged them. I said, I'm not trying to upset you or anything. I update my research library often, and some of those videos are some of the best documentaries and relaxing music video and information I believe people should know about. So I said, if you don't want that comment there, just don't tag me in a post. That's okay. I've got plenty to do. And then the other thing is, it's really a challenge to keep up with all the different threads of comments and posts and things that people tag me in or comment. I can't keep up with all of it, no doubt. So it's not that I'm ignoring you potentially. I just don't even know that the comment existed. I've been kind of like the Pac-Man of truth. I want people to make an informed choice on your eternity and based on reality. What is the truth about whatever you want to know about? The shape of the earth, it was a big deal, still is. What it's an indicator of is whether or not somebody knows the truth about it. The world is demonstrably not moving, and the sun, moon, and stars move above us. Some call it flat Earth, flat as opposed to a spinning, wobbling water ball hurling through space. Yeah, in that context, it's more like flat than a ball. Some say round. I don't know if you've noticed, some of the artificial intelligence avatar deceivers will say, yeah, the Earth is round. Well, like a pizza, like a clock, like a compass. Round doesn't mean sphere. So there's a lot of word salad that goes on with the deceivers. They'll give people a deceptive perspective, and that's part of the evidence of what's going on. The Pac-Man is controlling, gobbling up a lot of information. There's a gentleman driving in his own vehicle, a senior citizen with a veteran hat, and he's wearing a mask. Poor guy. Starving himself of oxygen, wearing a fungus factory. Who knows what kind of personal hygiene he's exhibited when he's been to the restroom and adjusting his mask, and then that moisture gets in the mask and generates a lot of fungus, and man, it's unhealthy. I've had people tell me they were healthy until they started wearing the mask, and they almost died of pneumonia about that. So the advanced technology, the wireless and wired technology, can cause physical problems, physiological problems, and cognitive function problems as well. So that's part of the cybernetic collective of humanity, is looking at devices, whether computers, TVs, smartphones, which are actually mobile computers and all of that. But that information that we consume affects how we see life. So food for thought is not just an idea, and it's not just nutrition or nutritoxins or nutraceuticals. It can be both. It's like a synergistic relationship between what we put in our mouths, what we breathe in. There's particulate. You can breathe in lacquer thinner, paint, gasoline, contaminants. My mother died when she was 51, and she said, Bobby, if the cancer doesn't get you, the treatment will. She died when our middle son Austin was a few weeks old, and our older son David was 3 years old or so. Anyway, it was tragic to see, and to realize that her working in a toy factory, in the quality control where items were being painted and all of that, she died at an early age because of poor environment. So food for thought is, people are asking questions. Should I keep doing this or that job? Sometimes careers can be fatal, depending on what they are. What are you doing? I just had a call from a gentleman who works with Spectrum, installing technology. And the interesting thing about that is I'm utilizing that technology, that wireless communication system that's worldwide, and the artificial intelligence is what I use for my AI research library. It's an artificial intelligence system of storage and retrieval, and that's all really important for being able to share the truth and the reality of what's going on in this world today. There's a state trooper in my rearview mirror. I saw him a long ways ahead of time, and in fact I like to go the speed limit because that way I don't have to be stressed out about it. So the idea with all this is that our decisions, our choices, having a legal insured vehicle and riding clean. I'm not riding dirty anymore under the influence of pharmaceuticals or other cognitive impairments. So pharmaceuticals have effects. They're not side effects. They're designed effects to hobble humanity. So There's all kinds of documentaries that I've got on my channel that cover the harm that pharmaceuticals and vaccines and that do to humanity. I'm a suicide attempt survivor. That happened in 2005, and I'm grateful for that. So I'm telling on them. I'm telling on that control mechanism. Artificial intelligence has no problem deceiving humanity, giving them a false perspective, a space fantasy, a fantasy that may involve their own cognitive deception, their own kaleidoscope of conspiracy theories that they choose to either believe or investigate. The educational / indoctrination system is basically promoting a false reality. There's mystery with history. There's a grand illusion that you're either exposing or a part of perpetuating. And what I encourage everybody to do is to seek the truth with all your heart, because it matters for eternity. Where will you spend forever and why? So there you go. When I was a child, I believed that Santa Claus was real and he had flying reindeer going to deliver my wish list if I was a good boy. Mom and Dad would reinforce that belief. Even on a pretty sunset, I remember Mom saying, "Oh, look at that pretty sunset. Santa's baking cookies." No, he's not. Unless Mom was in the kitchen making cookies, because that whole Santa lies was a grand illusion. And then some people will try and Christianize it by having Santa loving Jesus and making toys for little orphan children. I don't know. People believe largely what they want to believe. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 says to everybody forever, they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion. So, yeah, there's Satan lies, Santa lies, there's a lot of lies. What's the truth about whatever you want to know about? So I believe the more important the question, the more important the accurate answer is. There's also a law called the law of non-contradiction. It's real. It means if one thing is true, the opposite thing can't also be true. Quantum physics and quantum deception. There's a massive deception. No matter how many letters somebody has around their name or digits in their Monopoly Money bank account, a lie is still a lie no matter how many people believe it and perpetuate it. And the truth isn't popular. It's not based on popular opinion. It's just simply the reality of the situation. So I put my phone number in my posts and on my research library that I share, because I want people to know that, yeah, you can call me. I get calls from all over the world at any time of the day or night, and I don't mind that. If my mailbox is full, you can text me a message. You can text me whatever you want. robertforsch@gmail.com is my Gmail account. You can email me. I've probably got 250,000 unread emails because I just don't get to them. All my notifications have a corresponding email. It's proof of interaction and people liking or hating on me. How about that? Yeah, I'm built for this kind of thing. A doctor once said, "Robert, you seem to like both positive and negative attention." I said, "Yeah, it's just it depends on how I look at it. How do I process it?" So a deceived person that's hating on me, that's a good thing. And somebody that knows the truth and is affirming, that's a good thing. So it's all good. So there's nothing. God is sovereign. He will use everything. You see, Satan only has limited access. He can only use what God allows. So God will use everything, including Satan and the fallen angels and Satan's children. God uses it all. And so rather than me hand God my the true creator, the living word, the living water, the great I am, the Alpha and Omega. You may know him as Yahweh, Yeshua. There's a lot of names for the deity that actually created this world. I know him as my Heavenly Father. He took up residence in me about 6 years ago on Reformation Day or Halloween, as the blood-drinking, human-sacrificing, pedophile Satanists celebrate, and all those deceived individuals that are walking about with masks and candy distribution and all that. I'm exposing all the fakery that I can, all the truth that I can. So there's an easy believism that tried to incorporate a lot of pagan holidays into Christianity. I'm exposing it. Scroll through my playlist if you like, or scroll on by. Call if you want. Unfriend me if you want. It really doesn't matter to me. I prefer people to believe the truth. That's my preference. I'm not responsible for the results. What I'm responsible for is the obedience. I do what God created me to do, and quite frankly, everybody can deal with that however they want. So even though they may reject it and call me stupid, call me names, oh well. It doesn't matter to me, as far as like I'll enjoy my day and I'll do what I'm created to do, and that's what I'll do. I don't like it for them to believe the lie. Oh well, that's just the way it is. That's how I found it. It's quite a mess. But anyway, I'll do this, and I'm going to convert this to a YouTube video, and then I'll add it to my playlist. And if you've got videos that you like and you want to share them with me, you can copy and paste them in a message. You can put them in a comment on my YouTube channel. You can subscribe if you like. So there you go. I'm not going to have this be a marathon. I just got home. I'll show you what that looks like. Live in a nice little place a couple miles from the ocean. I took you for a drive, so I'm just going to flip this around. So the sun came up way over there today, and then it's going to do this and set way back over there. Now, in the summertime, it comes up over there, and then it sets over there. Huh. Did you feel yourself spinning, wobbling, or gyrating? The Earth isn't really flat. There's elevation above and below sea level. It's just stationary and level. Keep in mind there would never, ever be level anywhere on a spinning, wobbling water ball hurling through space. So there you go. That's how I found it. A lot of people think they're really smart, and I know they're believing stuff that's not true. This is one of my other favorites to show people, is the wind chime. Where in the world could a wind chime hang motionless anywhere? Upside down, sideways? It's not possible. Those poor people that believe it's possible. I've got what I created in the form of memes. It's like a video meme where I show upside down ships and bulldozers and now wind chimes. How about that? Hi, Hunter. That's our neighbor welcome wagon dog. So there you go. Whether the water is covering the face of the earth or in my bird bath, that's just what it does. So like we can see that the sun came up way over here. Lower on the horizon is further away. What's the map and model? I don't know. I don't have time to make maps. I can tell you that the earth is demonstrably stationary and level. I've proven that conclusively. Because of my enthusiasm in God's sovereignty, I've been viewed over 40 million times, and yes, heard. I put the PewDiePie video. That's got about a third of my 40 million or so views. Conservatively, that's what I know. It's kind of hilarious. At the first Flat Earth conference, where I was heard saying Do you feel yourself spinning, wobbling, or gyrating? And then we don't have toilet water flying out on people in Australia because of gravity. Well, hello. It's just water seeking its level. That's what it does. And then another favorite, they're lying, I ain't buying. Who's they? Well, Satan. Yeah, that's right. Satan's a liar. He's a deceiver, and I'm telling on him. And so not only that, but all the people that are deceived in perpetuating that deception, whatever it is, well, they're part of it. We're all part of it. We're either participating in perpetuating a lie or telling the truth. I prefer the truth. It's good food for thought. It's the best. So there you go. Thanks for your public and private encouragement.